Hello and welcome back to All About Community. Again, my name is Robert L. Harris. I am your host, and my guest is Dr. Glenda Newell-Harris, a local physician right here in the city of Oakland. Dr. Harris, let me just ask you a question about, you were talking about the Sinclair Miller Medical Association, but you've done so much more than that. You were the national president of the Links Incorporation. Is that correct?
Yes, that is true.
And what is the National Links Incorporated?
So the Links Incorporated is probably one of the oldest and largest volunteer organizations of predominantly African-American women. We raise money and give money to provide resources to our community in 5 areas. Something we call national trends and services, international trends, the arts, services to youth, and health and human services. We are located in 42 states within the United States. We also have a chapter in the Commonwealth of the Bahamas and a recent chapter in the United Kingdom.
And you were national president when that was chartered, is that correct?
I was the national president when we chartered the London chapter, that is correct. We are an organization that people often say, well, how do you get into that organization? But we are by invitation. And
you mean you just can't walk up and say, I want to be a link. Please link me in.
Well, we have a lot of great women that know other great women, and generally you're invited by a friend.
You have people like, I understand that the current vice president of the United States of America is a member of the Links. Is that correct?
Yes, actually, I was very fortunate that when I was the national president, we made Vice President Kamala Harris, who was not vice president at that time, an honorary member of the Links Incorporated.
She was just a mere little old senator at that time.
She was our senator from the great state of California at that time. That's correct.
Okay, well, that's very exciting. Now, I understand you published a book.
Yes, in fact, I co-authored a book that is entitled Focus on Your Best Health. And this book focuses on the importance of individuals being their own advocates. It's an emphasis that's placed on patient advocacy. We believe, my co-author and I believe, that if you can communicate and you can navigate, then you can advocate. And as broken as the healthcare system is right now, everyone needs to be able to advocate for themselves and their loved ones.
So if I were to read that book, and I have read it, and go to the doctor, I'll be well equipped to ask him the appropriate questions about my health. Is that correct?
That is absolutely correct. There are great tips in the book that help you to talk so the doctor will listen, how to know how to phrase your questions, how to know how to fire your doctor, how to know how to ask for a second opinion.
Fire my doctor? You can fire a doctor?
Well, you know, it is a relationship. And you know what else? Your health plan is paying for that experience. Your company and you are making contributions.
So I don't have to stay with the same old doctor. If he's giving me heart pains, I can get rid of him, right?
If you don't feel that the doctor is hearing you or listening to you, responding to you, it is good sometimes to seek a new opinion.
Well, that's good to know. Now, I understand that you received an appointment recently from the President of the United States of America, Joe Biden. What's that all about? How did you grease that up?
Well, I was very, very surprised when I did receive a letter from the White House inviting me to be a member of the Advisory Committee of the Office of Minority Health. It's an opportunity, I feel, of a lifetime, and is giving me an opportunity to work with other individuals across this nation to have an impact on how health impacts minority communities.
Now, how do you think you got that appointment?
You know, I suspect...
Well, it was probably because you were just so good, right?
I don't know. I will say...
Politics didn't have anything to do with it, right?
Maybe. Maybe. You never know.
Tell us the real truth.
Well, I think the real truth is that my congresswoman here is...
And who is your congresswoman?
My congresswoman is Congresswoman Barbara Lee.
And Barbara Lee speaks for me.
And Barbara Lee does speak for me. And Barbara Lee speaks for this community.
Amen.
And Barbara Lee has been someone that I have engaged with over many, many years. And Barbara Lee knows about my passion for health. And it was over a lot of encouragement. I have to tell you, it's not easy to get to that level. And I am sure it's with her persistence that she won out. And finally, my name got to the top of the list, and I was offered that opportunity.
Well, congratulations. Now, I understand you have a new endeavor that you've gone into. What is that endeavor?
So I have just started my own website, and my website is called Dr. D-O-C-T-O-R, Glenda, Glenda.com. Very easy to remember, drglenda.com. And this website, I launched this website to really refocus and talk about the importance of health. My goal is to speak to organizations and groups in the community and nationwide about the importance of advocacy for yourself and your family. In addition, I will be speaking about professional development and leadership. As you mentioned, I was the national president of the Links Incorporated. I've had lots of experience in leadership, coaching in leadership, guiding young individuals, mentees who want to pursue opportunities and careers in leadership.
And what is the website again that viewers may want to go to?
The website is drglenda.com, DOCTORGLENDA.com. And every month I have a blog. My blog for the month of March is about sisterhood, with March being the month of women. My blog in February was all about heart health. But if you go to drglenda.com, you'll be able to see my January, February, and March blogs.
Wow, you get to see a lot. We got to go to break, so don't touch that remote. In fact, just put it down. We will be right back with All About Community. Again, my name is Robert L. Harris. I am your host, and my guest is Dr. Glenda Newell-Harris. We will be right back.